Well, it's been mainly cloudy so far this year here in central and eastern Kentucky. Sunshine has been at a premium, but we changed that late this afternoon, of course, with some drier air working in as high pressure does temporarily. Your weather headlines. Big story heading into the weekend, snow and rain chances. It does look like the favored area for any light slushy accumulation is going to be along and north of the I-64 corridor, and we're still tracking that active weather pattern, which will include some wind and rain heading into early next week. Clouds, our satellite and radar, they were hanging tough earlier, but we finally managed to clear skies out a few hours prior to sunset, which of course happened within the last 10 minutes or so. Starting to get dark. Checking out the Kentucky Horse Park. Nice and quiet out there. We're at 36. Winds out of the north-northwest. They will begin to shift eventually to the east and then southeast into the day tomorrow. Temperatures backing down a few degrees already into the mid to upper 30s. Got a few low 30s across northern Kentucky, and a chilly day once again throughout the Ohio and Tennessee Valley. High pressure nosing in, as mentioned, sitting over the northern part of Indiana, and with the clear skies, light winds, good radiational cooling, and a colder air mass, that's going to allow temperatures to really drop off into tomorrow morning. So looking at our futurecast here this evening, if you're going to be out and about, definitely need to take the heavier coat along tomorrow morning. Low 20s. Southeast wind, sunshine early. That should push us into the low 40s for afternoon highs. But look what happens as we get into tomorrow night. Here comes that mess that we're looking at, a mix of rain and snow. Where you see the pink here, the mix in this case is either or, rain or snow. We're not looking at any icing, freezing rain, sleet. Again, along and north of the 64 corridor, that's going to be the favorite area for a bit of accumulating snow, just a chilly rain. And then watch what happens. By mid to late morning, we're done. And temperatures spike up into the low 40s, I think, across a good chunk of the area, meaning whatever falls is probably going to go away fairly quickly. The storm track setup, again, just puts us right on the edge of the wintry weather. Farther south, just plain old rain. You get in the mountains of western North Carolina and parts of Virginia. You get that cold air wedged down into some of the valleys. They'll be dealing with some icing. But Friday night and into Saturday, here in the Bluegrass, Lexington south, a mix of rain and snow. In the green down south, mainly rain, and then up toward Williamstown, Maysville, looking at some slushy accumulation potential. Sunday, another wave comes through, but the main system early next week. One thing to point out, this latest run, notice how that blue drops a little bit farther to the south, meaning initially some parts of the area could actually see a few snowflakes before we get that surge of milder air with low 50s. Good bit of rain on the backside of this system. I think we'll catch a few snowflakes into the day on Wednesday, so good bit of back and forth. The other part of this, as we've alluded to the last day or so, the winds, as far as the forecast right now, backed off a little bit, but I still think we're looking at 35 to 40 plus mile per hour gusts throughout the day on Tuesday and into Wednesday before we finally do in fact back those down a little deeper in the day. So overnight tonight, low 20s, even some of the outlying areas could sneak into the teens. And then tomorrow, we'll see some sunshine early, low 40s, clouds sticking up. By tomorrow evening, the leading edge of that moisture may be into the region. And the extended forecast, again, this stuff's mainly on Saturday morning, snow and or rain, depending on where you are. That secondary wave, that's going to be mainly rain showers into the day on Sunday, and then we'll watch for the rain and wind to really pick up as we head into Tuesday with highs in the low 50s.